Reflection for October 21st, Saturday of the 28th week in Ordinary Time. Luke chapter 12 verses 8 to 12. Gospel. Luke chapter 12 verses 8 to 12. Jesus said to his disciples, I tell you, everyone who acknowledges me before others the Son of Man will acknowledge before the angels of God. But whoever denies me before others will be denied before the angels of God. Everyone who speaks a word against the Son of Man will be forgiven, but the one who blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. When they take you before synagogues and before rulers and authorities, do not worry about how or what your defense will be or about what you are to say. For the Holy Spirit will teach you at that moment what you should say.
Reflection. Do you acknowledge the majesty and goodness of God before others? To acknowledge God is to proclaim His goodness towards us. To acknowledge God is to proclaim and share His blessing with others. For example, when you say God bless you to someone, you are already acknowledging the goodness of God in your life. And by saying God bless you, you want your friends to be blessed by God as well. To acknowledge God in one's life is to live and share His teachings. Do we live and share His teachings? We become productive followers of Jesus when we share Him and when we live His teachings. Profession of faith is not good enough. We have to humbly show that we are living our faith, and in turn we become active and not passive followers of God.
We always acknowledge the presence of God in our lives when we do good and shun whatever forms of evil. When we are always humble and loving even if our others are not humble and loving towards us. This is for the reason that Jesus is a God of love and humility. Do we strive to live the love and humility of Jesus?
It's tempting to ego trip, most especially when we have the power and means to do so, but this is against the will of God. How would Jesus be seen in us, and how could we acknowledge the presence of Jesus in our lives if we are egoistic and arrogant? Love, mercy, humility, to name a few, are the language and lifestyle of God, and when we live these virtues we are acknowledging the presence of God in our lives.